Welcome to the 2019 UCF Men's Soccer FIFA Selection Show. I'm your host, Cal Jennings. Alongside me, co-host Richard Damone. Richard, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure joining you on set, especially around this time of the year, where we get to organize the selection show and see who plays who. And yeah, I'm looking forward to witnessing greatness sometime during the weekend.
Absolutely. I would say that's the word for the tournament is greatness. We saw little hints of it last year, but this year with the way the team's talking about it and players are talking themselves up, I expect nothing less but greatness. So we'll see what happens there. But before we get into that greatness and before we get into selecting the teams, we're going to focus on a little bit of an overview of what the tournament's going to look like. So the tournament's going to have 32 teams, 28 of which are current UCF players.
Definitely, that's something worth celebrating. And yeah, from season 1, you could see the increase in numbers. And yeah, we are grateful and we're going to keep on working to, attract more support all over.
Absolutely. And it is to mention, some of you may have noticed who watched the show last year, we do not have any sponsors on the board. I guess they cut the funding or something, or they were upset with Rich calling him out as Quaker Moats instead of Quaker Oats, but he apologized. So
yeah, I did apologize. We had to deal with some issues here and there, and yeah, they accepted my apology, but they refused to, be of service.
Again, but you know what, we're making do, and we're very low budget this year, so we're seeing how we can do. But in addition to there being 32 teams, that's going to break down into 8 groups. And the top 2 teams of these 8 groups are going to advance into the knockout round. Each game is going to be 10 minutes long, so that's 2 5-minute halves, which is, I believe, 2 minutes greater than last year, possibly?
Yeah, definitely. That was a problem that we had to deal with, so we organized a committee to talk about it, and yeah, we've increased the time, and hopefully it helps with how things pan out.
Absolutely. There should be plenty of opportunity to score more goals, and in our case last year, concede more goals, but we're going to change that. Believe it. And the last major thing that y'all need to know is you pick one team. So you pick one team, it cannot be international, and you have to stick with that team throughout the entire tournament. So you can't start with Juventus and move over to Barcelona depending on the opponent. You got to be confident in your abilities and confident in committing to a group you believe in, because we're committed to this UCF group, and we got to show that through our actions.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. Nothing much to say.
Absolutely. I love the tool analogy. That's nice. So we're going to take a little quick break before we go into our recap of what. Oh wait, no, actually we're not going to take a break. I got word from the producer. We're actually going to go straight into the recap. So is there anything you want to say about last year's tournament that stuck out to you that you might have seen?
Yeah, I think last year was fantastic. We had a lot of people show up. They were ready to compete, and we saw some surprises here and there. And yeah, the final was a good one. It was between Louis and Gid.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was good, and it was encouraging that we want to do more for this tournament. We want to make it even better.
Absolutely. It was an exciting final. We had a good crowd there watching it. It was a 2-1 game, so 3 goals in the final. You can't really complain about that too much. The semifinalists were Johnny and Ricky, not Rich. But Rich did make it out of his group. A lot of people like to call it the miracle on rice. 0 points, but somehow, tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to make it out of the group because 2 of the teams didn't show up, and this is something that we frown upon. So we talked about it with the teams this time around, so hopefully we're not going to face such a problem, because there will be a fine for anyone who doesn't show up or something, because if you've promised, you have to deliver. Absolutely.
I don't know if we can enforce that, but we'll definitely hope that everybody shows up, and going back to that word, commitment and greatness, right? We want to see greatness, and if everybody's there, that's a great thing in itself. So we're excited, and we're going to get into the group selections after this commercial break. I like it. We're headed around campus to get the opinions of those closest to the team on who they think will be the UCF Men's Soccer FIFA champion this year. Stay tuned. with team bookkeeper Brittany Moore. Brittany, who do you think is going to win this year's UCF men's soccer FIFA tournament?
Well, Cal, it's been a very long and arduous thought process for me, and I've spent a lot of time mulling it over. But I really think that I should base it off of academic performance as well as motivation. So I'm going to have to go with one of our only students that got a 4.0 last year, the only one in a gray t-shirt at the recognition ceremony. I'm going to have to go with Tico.
Oh, Tico.
There were some other candidates, and you know, there were some people that I knew weren't going to get picked, and it was Jack and Gianluca. But
are you okay?
yeah, I'm okay. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm okay. But it's just I don't think the motivation in school is going to translate well to the FIFA tournament. So.
All right. Well, you heard it here. Tico's our pick. I don't have a good name for Jamie. Here with camp counselor Jamie Davies. Jamie, who do you think is going to win this year's UCF men's soccer FIFA?
I don't know, it's tough. I'm going through the list, and I was going to go with the new German, Jonas. Very efficient, the Germans are very efficient, but maybe they lack a bit of creativity. You know, when it comes to gaming, you need creativity. So I think I'm going to go for my hype man, Mr. Greg Ibanez. I think we're looking for an underdog here, and I think he's got what it takes. So Greg, good luck.
There you go. We're here with stretching advocate Tessa McElroy to see who her pick for the UCF men's soccer tournament is going to be. Tessa?
Well, I don't know many of you, so I'm going to have to go with Louis. The only reason I made this decision is because he's missed 3 appointments with me, so we hope to God he's been practicing.
All right, there it is. Louis. Here with assistant to the regional manager, Paul Souders. Paul, who do you think is going to win this year's UCF men's soccer FIFA tournament?
Question. What system are you playing? Xbox or PlayStation?
Yeah, PlayStation 4.
That's a good question.
That's important.
I was gonna go with GPA as kind of the guiding factor. It's an inverse relationship. But I feel like that'd call a lot of guys out. So, knowing that it's on PlayStation, I'm gonna go with Josiah as my pick. I think he just seems like a busy guy, involved in a lot of things. I think he's more into the, one where you wear the mic, don't you wear like a microphone?
Okay, yeah, you got kind of the headphones in, and you're very in the zone.
Into that, and like talking to people across the country, and username.
Well, he's not gonna be.
Does he have a username
in the tournament? I don't know.
Is he allowed to use his username in the tournament, or is it?
If it helps him, I'm sure he can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Josiah. Really no other reason except that I think he spends a lot of time on the internet microphone connection thing, right? Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
on the internet. Yep.
Yeah, on the internet.
Josiah spends a lot of time on the internet.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's my pick, Josiah.
Thanks, Paul.
There you go.
Here with snack specialist Eddie Wilding. Eddie, who do you think is going to win this year's UCF men's soccer FIFA tournament?
You know, Carl, I think there's a couple of options, a couple of good picks. I'm torn between the international expertise of Mr. Louis Perez. He's got good quality.
It's a good pick.
He's had a lot of time in his hands, so might have some tactical things to look at. And then the homegrown of Mr. Jonathan Dean. I've heard good things through the grapevine. I'm a stick based on experience. I'm gonna stick with Louis Perez.
All right, Louis Perez. That's it. He's getting a lot of picks this year. Here with the professor, Scott Calabrese. Scott, who do you think is going to win this year's UCF men's soccer FIFA tournament?
Well, there's a lot of theories apparently out there about who's most likely to win. There's like the inverse property of GPA, which I've heard.
I've heard that one, yeah.
Gianluca's got a hurt hand, so I don't know that he's got a chance now. He's probably out of the running.
Yeah, that's tough. Tough injury late there.
It is. So I'm going for the straight just guess, but I have this feeling that it's Gideon.
Gideon, okay. Just pure instinct? No
Pure instinct. I think he's got there's a confidence to him coming back this year. I feel like he is poised, that he is ready. He is focused. That'll put the earbuds in, and he's gonna get it done.
Gonna lock it down.
He's gonna lock it down.
Well, you heard it, Gideon. Here with Cool Down legend Adam, who do you think is going to win this year's FIFA Men's Soccer Tournament?
So I think it's going to be a tough competition this year. I think the internationals have a strong impact in who's going to win. The Frenchies, I know, are on it quite a bit. I think Louis might be one of the front runners. He's obviously in my top 3 probably. Hata might be up there. Although I want some Americans to put in some good showings.
We'll do our best.
So, Caleb, let's hope you go well. Some of the ones I think might be bounced out early this year. Gids, definitely Gids for sure.
Bold prediction.
Who else? I don't know who else. I just think Gideon's going to do terribly.
So who's your champion? You got to pick one.
Champion. I'm going to go with Louis.
Louis, all right. He's
Louis
going
my
back-to-back
champion.
championships. Thank you,
Viva la
Adam.
France.
All right, you heard it from the coaches. Now let's head back to the studio to see who gets picked in the next 2 groups. Welcome back. I guess let's get started on groups 3 and 4. Should we recap before? You want to go 3 and 4 right away?
Yeah, we should probably just go right away.
Right away, all right. 3 and 4. Who's the first of group 3?
Hatabu Barry.
Tabu Berry. That's a good player right there. He made it pretty far last year. I think it was a quarterfinal appearance. Plays a good brand. I would expect him to show big again this year.
Yeah, he's one of the guys who really invests a lot of time into the game and learns the in and outs of winning with various teams. So I mean, he's versatile, and we would love to see that displayed in the tournament.
Absolutely, but there could be some distraction because his girlfriend's in town, so he might try to get out of the tournament real quick. We'll see. Let's see who joins Hata. Beto. All right, Beto. So this is another rookie. There's a lot of rookies this year. We don't know much about Beto on the FIFA rankings list. What do you think?
I mean, he loses points, on campus, and I've not watched much of him.
Yeah, you've been
in
watching
terms
him
of the
around
game.
campus?
Yeah, sometimes I try to pick 1 or 2 things from just observing the person, and I feel like he's gonna be composed and build from the back. Who knows? We just wanna see people display their best of abilities.
Absolutely, we're excited to see what he can bring. Let's see who joins Hata and Beto.
It's Zeke.
It's Ephraim. He's been talking a big game, so we're expecting big things from him. We both have good experience in some friendlies playing against him. I know he handled me not easily, but he handled me pretty decently, and I know you got the better of him early on in the games I was watching.
Yeah. We played, and he found it very tough to even score. I was scoring before he tries to equalize, and I mean, the second time we played, he actually improved, and so I would say he's quick to adjust to the game. So if he's playing with you, you have to be very careful, and try to change up things against him. Otherwise, he's gonna adjust real quick and then come at you.
Absolutely, and expect legacy defending from Itzek if you get in his group. He'll be probably the only one in the tournament playing that style of defending, and that's what he prides himself in. He's not a great attacker in FIFA, but man, can he defend. So that's what's to expect. Let's see who the 4th member of Group 3 is. Jeremy, all right. Jeremy is in Group 3. He's probably not overly happy about this group, given that Itzek and Hata and possibly Beto are all good players. So Jeremy might be looking to have fun and show what he's got and improve for next year as well, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this group is open in a way because, I mean, there are like 3 rookies. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how well Jeremy does.
Absolutely. I forgot this is a heavy rookie group, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Picks for Group 3. Who do you think is going to come out first? Who do you think is going to come out second?
Upon observation, I would say Itzik will probably come up on top, followed by Hatabim.
All right, I think that's a pretty good pick, but I'm going to go the reverse. I'm going to go Hata's going to be first. Itzik's going to come out second and be upset with it, but I guess he should be happy he gets up. All right, let's move on to Group 4.
Matt D.
Matt Douglas. Matt, I can tell you this, is going to be looking for a better tournament this year. Not sure he scored last year, but for a goalkeeper, that's a fantastic stat when you think about it. I mean, nothing in the back of one of the nets. It might not have been his net, but, you know, he's got to deal with it and try to put one in the back of the net this year.
Yeah, I mean, for a goalkeeper, I've observed him play and he really goes for it. You know, he's all attacking and, yeah, he also feeds on crossing the ball and all that. So he's kind of like an all-round player. So, yeah, we will see what comes out of it.
Absolutely. Let's see who joins Matt in Group 4.
Gianluca.
Gianluca. Another one that we're hoping, makes an appearance this year. I know he's a big gamer, just like Yannick, but we'll see if it translates to FIFA and if he can have a solid performance. What do you think about Gianluca?
Yeah, I mean, he's injured on the hand, so I don't know if that's gonna, have an impact on his game, but hopefully not. And yeah, we want to see what he can bring to the table.
Absolutely. As long as he's not hurt on the critical fingers, he might still be able to perform. Let's see who joins them in Group 4.
Andrew Lazinas.
Andrew Lazinas. Okay, this is, shaping out to a pretty good group for Andrew. I'm sure he's happy to draw this. So this is opportunity for you, Andrew. Let's see what you can do. Another rookie, right?
Yeah, another rookie. Looking at the group now, I think it's an open group, and yeah, I think Andrew is going to get an opportunity to, test the field.
Absolutely. He's got to be happy about this. Let's see who the 4th one is in this group. Which is hoping it's himself.
Jonathan Dean.
All right, Jonathan Dean. This is, from experience playing him, this is the favorite by far. I don't have to wait until the end of the group. He's going to win this group for sure and probably go deep in it. He beat me 4-0 last year. It was an absolute embarrassment and knocked me out of the tournament, but it happens. I'm just glad he's not in my group.
I'm sure Jonathan Dean is smiling right now, I think this is a pretty good group for him, and he probably not be expecting to get such a group. But yeah, that's what it is. I think he's going to come up on top, and I would pick Matt coming in 2nd place.
All right, and I'm going to go with Johnny, as I said earlier, coming out on top, and I'm going to go with Gianluca coming out 2nd. I'm hoping the Brazilian can prove himself this year and show his worth, so we'll see. Let's go to another commercial break. Wow. Wow.
Let's get it! Yeah. Go on, people. Yeah, man, it's the Country Connection show, Yeah, I have with me the Ticos. I have, Gino. What's up, bro?
Everything good?
La Rata. Yeah,
How you
man.
doing, brother?
Almighty Tico.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, you know. Yeah, so the logistics of the game is so simple. I'm just gonna ask some questions and see if they're on the same page. That's what it is, bro. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's get right into it.
Listen, papi.
Oh,
You're ready? Let's go.
all right. I like the vibes, though. You know, the first question is, who is Tico's celebrity crush?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Like woman?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. What's the question?
Yeah, I think he's straight. He's straight. So yeah, we're good. You're good. Yeah. You all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you have? Shakira. Wow.
Penelope.
Penelope.
Rosalía.
Rosalía.
Alguien grande que quería.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah, the first one wasn't great. No. They missed the answer. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Rich,
You guys ready?
Yes, ready. Let's go.
All right.
Throw me a good one, Rich.
Who is the biggest ladies man?
Ladies, man?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Too easy.
Yeah, that looked really quick. It seems very obvious. I mean, let's see what you guys have.
We'll start.
Tico. Tico. Oh, no way.
Come on.
Someone is not being honest here. Oh, man.
It's you. Oh.
Oh my God. It's obvious. There were two guys agreeing, and I mean, I don't know what the other or the last person was thinking. So, I mean, they have 1 point. That's not bad. We keep going, right? Yeah. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. Next question.
Let's do it.
Oh, who has the best nickname?
I know.
That didn't look good.
Compás.
Says Mauricio.
What did he say? Yeah. Let's go.
Vamos. Mauricio. All right. What do you have?
La Rata.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. We have 4 points here right now. Yeah. I love me some Spanish dance, you know. Some. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That brings to mind the next question. No. Who's the best dancer? Pino says Mauricio. Okay, Mauricio, alright?
La Rata.
That's another 4 points. No, this guy is so excited and I'm loving it. Yeah. This promises to be the toughest question. You could see it in my eyes. It's tough. I don't lie. Alright, you guys ready?
We're ready.
Alright. What is Tico's favorite subject in school?
Oh. Oh.
Looks like Tico doesn't even know. Well, let's see. Let's see what they come up with.
Guys ready?
No.
I'm thinking my.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Tico's thinking his answer. Imagine us.
I'm gonna kill you guys. Even though we're doing that, no. No, I'm gonna put a.
Guys ready?
Are we ready? Alright, what do you have?
Math.
Math. Math.
I don't think.
Geography!
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
that's way off.
Qué momento.
Oh, man. So the Ticos ended with 8 points, right? That was an awesome performance. Okay, they showed some, competitiveness, and we love that. All right. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it. The
Thank you,
pleasure
Rasha.
is ours. Anytime, Rich.
Here, Tico. Yeah, man.
Our result: 8 points.
Yeah, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I love play.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, bro. You're done though. It's a blessing to be here right now, alright? Because I have with me the champions, the world champions, of football. That's what it is. A little blue. That's what it is. Alright, so I have with me Hatta. Welcome, Hatta.
Hey.
Yanis. Welcome, Yanis.
So,
Yeah, man. Lulu. The big man on campus. Yeah, that was just about it. Alright, let's get into it.
Yes, Rich.
Guess why I'm quiet? Yanis just asked an emotional question. He asked if the questions are easy to understand. Yeah, I promise you, we worked on it. We made sure it's that easy to understand. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Enough of being emotional. All right. Let's get right into it. First question. What is Louis' favorite song? I think that's a tough one because
Song. The title or the singer?
Song, bro.
Song.
Yeah. Hey, no French. No French. Please, no French on set, bro. Please.
My bad. I was emotional.
Ready? Yeah. You guys ready?
VG Dream, casse-toi d'ici.
Sorry, I can't read most of it, so we'll just look at it.
It's not right.
It's not right, but I mean.
Oh, way off, right?
They're right, but I have no favorite one.
Way off. So yeah, seems like they didn't get any points on the first question, and
It's a hard question.
yeah,
I have a lot
get
of-
that. Yeah.
I don't have a precise one.
Hey, Sasamo. Hey, yo, man. A little blue. That's what it is, bro.
Oh, putain.
All right, moving on to the second question. Who is the funniest? That was quick though. All right, let's see what you guys got. Me, Louis, Yanis. Oh! This is funny. At least they got two correct, right? Yeah. So they have 1 point.
I know.
They get 1
Can I
point.
explain?
That's what
I think I'm not the funniest because we're all funny in a certain manner. I think I'm the more extra. I show it more.
Yeah.
I talk more.
Yeah.
Trust me, Yanis is funny.
Oh yeah.
But in a different way. Hatta is so funny in other different ways.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty
I
sure,
respect that.
I'm pretty sure just I show it more. I talk more. I like to dance. I like to just show. It's different. Different type of fun.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's getting exciting. That's what it is. It's getting exciting. Yeah. They gain a point off that, and that's impressive. All right. Moving on to the next question. Which one of you speaks better English? I like that. they could be sarcastic here, but let's see what they come up with. Alright. That was kind of quick. Alright, let's see what you guys got. Me. Alright. I mean, it's obvious. Some of them was, honest. I was worried, alright? So, yeah, at least two people agree. Okay, so they get a point of that. Yeah, that's what it is. We need some honesty here. That's what we need, you know? Because the previous question, I didn't see any honesty right there. But, let's go with it. Next question. Who is the least French?
The least French.
Yeah.
Le moins français d'entre nous.
Seems like this is taking a longer time.
Ready?
Ready?
Yeah? Giannis, me. Oh! Well done, boys!
You know
well done!
You know what it means? Traitor.
Oh,
3
that was
points!
impressive. That was impressive. That was impressive. That's the first 3 points.
So, we want the explanation
today.
from Yanis. Yanis, why are you the least French?
Yeah, why are you the least French?
I don't know. I'm French.
You're French?
But if you ask me who is the least, it's me.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Because I'm like 100%.
No, you're not.
I'm
You told me your dad is.
He was born in France. He lived all around the world, but he was born in France.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like technically 100% French.
Alright.
I'm French.
You're French.
Yeah.
With an Algerian kind of like vibe to it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Vive Algérie.
Then you have the Cameroon vibe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, man. The last question promises to be fun, even though it needs some level of closeness to know. Anyway, without much ado, let's get right into it. All right. What is Hatter's favorite emoji?
100% I know.
Like the emoji he sends into chat every time he tries to text someone. Like,
I know the favorite. Oh putain. Attends, je vais...
Pour vrai.
It could be the one you send to your girlfriend, or yeah, it could be anyone. Because I'm seeing certain,
Moi-même, je sais pas.
Ready? Alright, we have monkey. Joker.
I forgot it was an emoji.
People always the joke.
Alright, that was close though. And he admitted he actually prefers a lot more to use the Joker. So yeah, but he didn't know it was an emoji. Alright, so if you're out there and you don't know that the Joker is an emoji, now you know. Thanks to the country man connection on the show. Thank you. At the end of the day, the Frenchies earned 6 points. Yeah, but life still goes on. They seem down, but that's what it is. Every once in a while you go down, but make sure you pick up yourself. That's what it is. Let's keep going. Thanks for coming, guys.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you, Richie.
Thanks.
That's what it is. And I gotta leave too, man. I gotta catch some sleep. Too, right? You have a good one.
we're back for the Group 5 and 6 selections. Richard with the pick.
All right. Franco.
Okay. So another rookie. Like I said, we have a lot of rookies coming out. What we've learned about Franco today, actually, is Franco's last FIFA that he owned was FIFA 14. So the game has changed a lot, my friend, since FIFA 14. But we wish you the best.
Yeah, hopefully he gets some, like a few games in before the tournament starts. So yeah, we're gonna try and hook him up to have a feel of the FIFA 19, because I mean that's a big difference from FIFA 14.
Absolutely, but being from Argentina, I would expect him to play with Barcelona and Lionel Messi. I would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who joins Franco.
Carl Jennings.
Myself. Okay. Obviously, I'm gonna win the tournament. I mean, there's nothing against it. So, Group 5, yeah, I don't mind being there. I think I was a later time last year. Looking to perform well and go deeper than a quarterfinal.
Yeah, I mean, you can wish all you want, but I mean, when it gets to the moment, you got to prove it. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, with Carl likes to feed on crosses, so that's something that I'll urge everybody who's gonna play against him to look out for. I think if you stop the crosses, I think it becomes a fair game.
He's yet to stop the crosses when we've played, but we'll see. Maybe. All right, let's see who joins me and Franco in Group 5.
Thomas Ness.
Thomas Ness. All right, the Norwegian. That's kind of cool. I went to Norway this year, so Thomas didn't know this, but I went to scout his culture and kind of his ability to play the game of FIFA, and I learned a lot. So I'm in his head already, and I think I'll handle him pretty easily.
Yeah, Thomas Ness, as I normally call him, Great Ness, likes to play with Liverpool, and he just loves the game, and he will play and make sure he's having fun as well. So yeah, we hope he brings the A game.
We did call this year of greatness, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
So maybe this is his year. I hope not being in his group, but we'll see. All right, let's see who the fourth member of Group 5 is.
Andreas Hernandez,
Oh,
popularly known as Tico.
Okay, so Tico is joining Thomas for the second year in the same group. This is a little roommate rivalry. We've had a couple of them come out. But Tico, I believe, came out victorious in the last tournament and made it out of his group, which surprised a couple people, I believe.
Yeah, you're smiling deep inside you. I can see that.
I love this group.
Yeah, I think this group is an open group, and yeah, I think Tico has a chance of coming out of this group. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Thomas Ness coming in second place.
Okay. All right.
And
You're gonna crush me if you don't pick me to count. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna take
Go for it.
Carl coming in first place. Like, to be honest.
He's buttering me up, but I'm also gonna take myself to come out first. And I'm gonna take, I think Tico's gonna have another good year. He told me he's going to make it to the semifinals. So him coming out first or second, maybe he beats me and goes on to what he's dreamed of. So we'll see. Let's move on to Group 6. Greg Ibanez. All right, so
it's fire.
Greg, much improved, I would say. He made it out of his group last year, and he looked all right. But this year, I've run into him a couple times in friendlies, and he's all over you. He triple taps the circle button and is a very high pressing, all offensive kind of player. So I expect big things from Greg this year.
Yeah, I would say Greg, like he said, is all attacking, and once he comes on you, when he loses the ball and he tries to get it back and you're able to, maneuver your way through that, man, the back is open. So yeah, that's something that I'll like anybody who's gonna play him to notice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout for sure, but with the amount of hype that he has, I think he thrives in those moments. So we'll see who he draws. All right.
Brandon Golden.
Brandon Golding. Did these two meet last year in the group stages? There's a possibility they might have. I can't quite remember, but Brandon also made it out of his group, the Jamaican, American Jamaican, you know. But we'll see if he can make it out of this group this year. And what do you think?
Yeah, I would say Brandon is one of the guys who is tough to play, okay, because like he's so dynamic with his style of play, like you don't even know what to expect. So I hope he's in his right, mentality, and if he's in his right mentality, he's tough to, get around.
Absolutely, he plays fast too, so it looks like this group's gonna be flying all over the place. Let's see who can keep up with the pace for the third pick in Group 3. Bernardo, all right. So we know this about Bernardo. He's going to play with Man City, big Ederson fan, but he's going to need Ederson to make a lot of saves. And that could happen, but like we said, he's playing two guys who love to shoot the ball, love to attack. So it could be a tough tournament for him.
Yeah, I think he plays way different from Greg and Brandon, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game to watch.
Absolutely, and let's see who the fourth team in Group 6 is.
Nathan Bonswell.
Nathan Bonswell. The other members of this group have got to be laughing. Nate talked a very big game last year, and it was a bit of a laughable performance, wouldn't you say? He was favorited in his group and didn't come close to coming out, so he's going to need a better performance, but expect him to continue to talk trash the whole game and trying to get in the other opponent's heads.
Yeah, I think a big part of Nate's game is the psychological aspect. He tries to get in your head, and then it gets you to doubt your style of play. So we all have to watch out for that.
Absolutely. And we're going to go to another commercial break, so stay tuned. Welcome back for our final group selections. Richard, let's pick Group 7.
Jack McCloskey.
Say it one more time over here.
Jack McCloskey.
He says that name better than anyone, I believe. Jack McCloskey. So Group 7. I think he had a tough group last year, didn't quite make it out. I haven't seen him play FIFA 19 yet, so curious to see what kind of game he has.
Yeah, of late he's not been big on FIFA 19, so I don't know how experienced he is, heading into the tournaments, but who knows?
Absolutely. But this is another gamer who's been building fast twitch muscles in his fingers, so we'll see if that translates on the pitch. All right, let's see who joins Jack.
Zach Waitman.
Zach Waitman. All right, so I had Zach in my group last year. We had a snoozer of a game, tied 0-0. But he made it out of the group alongside me, so I think Zach's probably pretty confident in his abilities to make it out this year. But it's FIFA 19, it's a different animal for sure.
Yeah, I had a chit chat with Zach, and he keeps asking me when the tournament is gonna be way back, and I think he seems to be eager to make an impact. So let's look out for Zach.
Absolutely, Zach. If this next name doesn't end in a CK, I'm gonna be upset. ACK. Go ahead, pick the next one. It's been a long night.
Mauricio
Villalobos. Wolfgang, the Tigos like to call him La Rata.
Yeah.
You know what? I like Mauricio's chances right here, and I think he's happy with getting put in this group. He made it out of his group last year. I think played really well actually, so I'm expecting big things from you, Mauricio.
Hopefully he's carrying some experience from the last season, and yeah, I think he's gonna do awesome.
Absolutely, I think your brain is fried, but it's okay. Let's keep going. Let's go to the last member of Group 7.
I just hope it's Louis.
Man needs some sleep. All right, let's see. Pichu, all right. We don't know much about Pichu, but maybe he wants it that way. I think he's reporting the last date possible so that nobody knows what sort of FIFA player he is. So he could come in and surprise everybody.
Yeah, I've not really heard a lot about him, but he coming in is something to look out for, because he might come in with something that will be hard to deal with. So we have to be on the lookout.
Absolutely. So who do you think comes out of Group 7?
I think Zach will come out on top of the group, followed by Mauricio.
Mauricio? All right. I'm actually going to pick Mauricio to be on top of the group. And I'm going to throw it out there, and I'm going to say Pichu's going to finish second. So hopefully that's true, and hopefully Pichu's got some serious game in FIFA. We forgot to pick for Group 6. Who do you think's going to come out of Group 6, which was Greg, Brandon, Bernardo, and Nate?
I think this time around, I think Greg is going to take the first place, followed by, it's tough, but I'm going to go for Nate.
Greg and Nate. All right, Nate's going to like that pick. I think Greg's going to come out on top too, but I liked Brandon's performance last year and playing him in FIFA 18, and I think he's going to be even better in FIFA 19, so I'm picking Greg and then Brandon to come out second. All right, let's pick the final group, Group 8.
Richard Amon.
Richard Amon. It's fitting that he is the first choice of the last group. Rich, would you like to talk yourself up, give a little hype for the contestants?
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it cool and then let my work talk for itself. And yeah, I'm looking to go past the group stages and see what next.
Fair enough. Rich is 100% gonna play with Juve. He always plays with Cristiano Ronaldo, and rarely does he vary from that. Because he loves shooting. I think he has a very high percentage of balls that go in the net in any FIFA game ever created, I would guess. So let's see who's joining you, Rich.
Luis Perez.
Oh, the champion. He was, between the breaks, he was saying, man, I really hope I don't end up with Louis. And he's pulled him. He's created his own fate, and so Rich is going to have to figure out how to do his best versus the champion. What's going to be your strategy?
This is a tough one. Louis comes in composed, good at attacking, good at defending, and it's going to be a tough one for this group, I think.
Absolutely. Well, let's see who the last two are. I think there's only two names left, so we about know who they are.
Josiah
Ramirez, another a rookie, but this is one of the more promising rookies, I would say. I've seen him play a couple of times. I actually played against him. He handled me fine, similar to Itzik, but I wouldn't want to get in a group with Louis and Josiah. I'm a little bit worried for you, to be honest.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a tough group for me, for sure. Because, I mean, I play with Josiah, and Josiah is also very composed, looking to attack at every opportunity. So, yeah, I have a lot to deal with, I have a lot on my plate.
Absolutely, and I think the thing with Josiah to consider is you can't turn the ball over in your own half. when I played him, I did that a lot, and he punished me for it. He put it away, and when you're playing with Barcelona, you know it's gonna end up in the back of your net. So you got to make sure you're being safe. You're not forcing any passes, especially with the goalkeeper. Let's see who the last pick is. I think I know the legend himself,
Steven.
Steve-O. Steve-O is going to see this video, and he might watch it all the way through. Might be one of the only people to watch it all the way through. And he's going to be really upset that he did with the group that he's ended up in. And I'm going to hear it from him, but we'll see. Steve-O, maybe Steve-O's gotten really good at this game and is going to absolutely dominate, so we'll see.
Yeah, this is tough, and yeah, realistically, I think he knows that it's a tough group that he's in, and he will probably just want to enjoy the game, and
You'll be fighting for third. You watch out, or you'll end up fourth in the group. So we'll see. Winner of that group, second place. Who you got?
People would probably guess I'm gonna pick myself first, but to be honest with you, I'm probably gonna go with Louis first, and then second place. It's gonna be a battle between me and Josiah, and yeah, I'll just leave that there.
You're gonna leave it there? All right, I'm gonna go with, obviously you got to go with Louis at the top of the group, and I'm gonna say Josiah is gonna get the better of you and come out in second place. I was pretty high on him, and I think he'll be really good in this tournament. So going into, after looking at all the groups, seeing how they formed out, who do you think are gonna make the semifinals, and then who are gonna be your finalists, and then who's gonna win it all?
Okay, so I think Gideon is gonna make the semifinal. Johnny's gonna make the semifinal for sure. Louis is gonna make the semifinal.
All right, so 3 from last year.
And then I think. Wow.
It's a tough choice. That's my bracket. I like the upper half of this.
I think Greg is gonna make the semifinal too.
Okay, solid picks. That is exactly what I was gonna pick for my semifinalists. But now I'm gonna change it. I think Johnny comes out of his side for sure. You know what? I'm gonna go all in on Giannis this year. Giannis coming out of a group of death that I think is absolutely the group of death with Ricky and Gideon. He's gonna find a way to make it to a semifinal. Louis is gonna be in there too, and I was gonna go with Greg, but I think I'm switching to Nate Bonswell. I think Nate.